So, those are the three basic ways you break down the bovine part of the planet Earth.
We'll have to have some ranchers call in and see if they can corroborate your story.
Yeah, so I mean, it never happened again. It was just black bull. So I don't know what was up with black bull. We probably shouldn't have eaten him. We should have kept him as a pet, or taken him on the road, like as an attraction or something. Or if like YouPorn hadn't been around yet, but if it had, we could have uploaded a few things.
I wonder if they would allow that. I don't know what their rules are.
Oh yeah, maybe they don't have any animal shit. I've never really delved into the animal aspect of YouPorn, looked around for it.
Well, they probably don't have any animal human.
Yeah, they have a section in one of those sites. I don't remember which one, but it's goofy shit.
Okay.
And that's like one of the things is a flame shooting out of some naked chick's ass and weird,
you do
weird things like that. So it could have gone in there, I guess, but. So we're running up to about an hour and a half. So I think it's about time to wrap this bitch up.
All right, we can do that. I'm trying to think if we need to throw out any closing remarks since we've been talking for a long time. People that are listening may or may not know much about what we're thinking because we sort of just did a random show, just sort of talked about whatever happened to come up. But I would say that this is sort of the intended format for the future, more or less. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I think it's going to be an experiment that evolves, and as far as I'm concerned, I sort of just I get on a roll, or I get kind of warmed up, and you just never know where it's going to go. And I have a million things rattling around in my head, as do you. So, I've tried writing before, and I can, but where's that going to go? And I've tried organizing my thoughts into other types of videos, and I'm sort of thinking that we're going to, perhaps we'll do segments in the future or something like that, but at least for now, things just occur to me and you as well, I guess, and
yeah,
there are things in my head that I wanted to get out and that I think are interesting, and I can't predict when they'll pop into my conscious mind. So
right, yeah.
I'm just sort of spewing them all into this recording device, and over time we'll figure it out or we won't. And if we feel like covering something specific on purpose, mostly this was just sort of a fun thing to sort of, I don't know, get going.
Yeah.
And I'm happy with it, so. This is sort of what I do in my day-to-day life anyway, so to just record it would be, icing on the proverbial, disgusting cock cake we were talking about earlier, or whatever it was.
Yeah, I think if you've been listening the whole time, you get a pretty good idea of the kind of shit that we're that we will say, that we're willing to say, the connections we make, that kind of shit, so.
Yeah, Bad Guy Labs, yes, we do have technically, something of a lab where we are with the typical test tubes and horse shit. But labs should be taken a little more loosely, and when we say we're going to run an experiment, air quotes, again, it's not it's more like us sort of fucking around to see what happens.
Yeah, it's sort of the pure sense of what it means to experiment via the internet.
And by lab, I also sort of mean the production of a lot of illegal alcohol. So, well, not technically illegal.
Yeah,
it's more of a
it's a hobby.
Yeah.
We're not selling it.
Yeah, we're not selling it as far as anybody knows. So, technically it's not illegal, but that's sort of where our experiments seem to run many a day. So, technically that's some kind of a science-tician activity.
So basically the idea is we're going to talk about shit that's rattling around in our heads that seems relevant to us, talk about things that we've been doing. Hopefully, some of those things will include like dicking around.
Yeah.
By making whatever.
And we're very curious guys, and there's a serious side to us, and we do think some things are important on a serious note, but they're all going to be sort of mixed in to our fun little weird world we live in, and I think that's probably for the best, rather than sort of stiffly taking 45 minutes and covering the finer points of like subject X as it relates to physics or whatever.
So the basic idea is that, if you like what we do generally, just sort of talking about random subjects, being goofy or whatever, this is something we're going to do regularly, and we're going to pretty much, continue to do our thing, and, want people to listen, participate, I would say.
Yeah, so if you want to email us, you can email us at badguylabschannel@gmail.com. And you can check us out on Facebook and Twitter. We are Bad Guy Labs at both of those places. So we just opened those up, but we will keep them rolling and hopefully be wacky and interesting over time.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be some of our first content that we're putting up. We want people to keep listening, interacting. Give us things to talk about. I think we can do pretty well talking about shit that comes into our own heads, but it's always welcome to have stuff that other people throw at us that we can politely ignore or make fun of. So give us that opportunity
and fake apologize.
Yeah, and a fake apology for not caring.
Yeah, so and at some point we may or may not upload these as podcasts, but for now they're going to be YouTube videos just because it's free and I think we're both relatively cheap people and it's easy to do. So over time we'll maybe get to the podcasting thing and just maybe re-upload these original episodes as well as new ones. We'll see.
Yeah, pretty much. So just to reiterate, come find us at or on Facebook and Twitter, where we are Bad Guy Labs and at Bad Guy Labs. And if you want to get in touch with us, send us an email at BadGuyLabsChannel, all one word, no periods, no dashes, at gmail.com.
Yes. All right. Well, it was fun talking to you guys, and we will catch you in about a week.
All right. Thanks for listening.
Later.